Welcome everybody tonight at Fiancé Fridays on a Monday, and we're gonna start with B90, and we're here with George and our live listeners, Colleen, DayB, Iggy. I don't know where Gina is, but what's good?
What's up? You know what's crazy? Gina was just typing something in the group chat, which I didn't read, but she's doing that, but she's not here. So there's that.
Yeah.
What
So,
so I listened to the other show,
mhm,
one that I wasn't here for. I was on the airplane today.
yeah.
I had like actually I put it on 1.5.
Hmm.
Was able to like listen to the whole show on my flight because the flight's not very long. But I heard the show and it was actually really good. Like honestly, it was actually really good.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll have to thank my bottle of effing vodka that I was drinking, I guess.
Oh, so that's new. So you used to drink other stuff. So that's a new bottle. Is it good? Is it something?
Well,
Why?
y- it's good, like, but it was admittedly it was a gift or whatever, but like not that I don't like it, but it was like it was a belated Christmas gift.
Oh, nice, nice. I got a belated Christmas gift the other day too, which is kind of cool. I didn't know about. I was sitting there, I didn't realize it, and then so yeah, belated Christmas gifts in March are cool.
Yeah, like it's funny. Like after I posted the podcast, I sent it to like Liz 2.0, and I think she listened back to at least her portion with like her dude, and they got a kick out of it. So that was fun.
Yeah, I had questions in the group chat because I hadn't listened yet. Because I was like, "Who is this Liz that we're speaking of?" So now that I'm all caught up, I know what's going on. I know the deal now.
Yeah, no, she's cool. Hopefully, like she seems like I said, she was the one that's like tight with Tyree, and like I explained it on the podcast, but she seems like I mean, she seems like a I don't know. I don't want to use the word like flippantly, but she's almost like a power broker. Like she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, I heard, and I saw the pictures, and I saw Tyree posted some pictures too for the from the weekend. Seemed like a lit weekend. Like honestly, it seemed like a good time.
You know, it's good. Like, because like, and that's whatever. I know we're supposed to be talking about 90 day, but like in Christmas time, I had like time off and I didn't really go out of town. And it's like, it's funny how like if you don't go out of town, it's not as refreshing on your mental health than when you do get out of town, you know?
Oh, you know, I know. You know, I'm very rarely at my house. I'm usually out of town. I'm usually
Mhm.
on a plane somewhere. So yeah, it's when I have time off and I'm just sitting at home laying in the bed watching TV, it's not the same. It definitely doesn't feel the same.
Yeah. Like, so anyway, you know, it was great. Like, the snow kind of, like, for what I was able to do, because the snow kind of fucked me over a little bit. Like, I definitely had an amazing time. And then if there wasn't snow, I would have been up to more shenanigans. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's all good though. I mean, I still had an amazing time despite the like blizzard kind of chopping down 2 days of free time, you know, in terms of going out and shit.
Yeah, I used to live up north and I know what it's like to be confined to an area because of the snow. So I totally get it. I hate snow and I'm gonna be moving states again. And I verified that the state that I'm moving to does not get like snow. Like they might get flakes, but they don't get
Hmm.
oh I could because I was like, that's a deal breaker for me. Like if they get like feet of snow or what do you how do you measure feet? Foot, feet? I don't know. If they get shit tons of snow, I can't live there.
True. Um, yeah, and also yeah, if you next time you're in New York City, you got to go to like the liquor infused ice cream place.
Okay, we'll talk more about that because I actually am going to be in a fashion show in New York City in April. So
Hmm.
we're going to discuss that because I want to go.
Okay, well, yeah, New York is my thing, so I'll have to April, maybe I'll go up there or something. But anyway, we'll get into it. Should we get into B90?
Yeah, yeah, we'll get into that because yeah, Bay and I are doing. We'll be in New York, so you should totally come hang. You should
You
totally.
know, I'm all about like the 3 hour acceleride.
Yeah, I heard about that. We'll get into that too. For some reason, I feel like we keep sidetracking. We're trying to avoid talking about 90 Day.
Well, because our shit's probably more interesting anyway. No.
I mean, honestly, it kind of is, but you know what? We got to get into it. Oh, Gina's here. What's up, Gina? What's up, Mariah? Gina has decided to join us late. I don't know what she was doing because she was literally just texting me. So, hey, Gina, what's up?
Sure, she's here now, and we gave her speaking privileges.
Let's.
Hey, sorry, my Zoom was like being all fucked up.
Oh, so you weren't just like being Mariah?
Kind of like how your
No.
Spotify was fucked up. No plan.
Yeah, no shit. I went to listen to it again. I'm like, why is this happening? I like
I was
uninstalled, really reinstalled it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the Spotify saga that was going on while I was on my flight, and I was like going, I was following along. I
Mhm.
listened to the show and I didn't have an issue, but I was following along with the Spotify saga because I was like, what is going on with this?
Yeah, anyway, we'll save
Yeah.
it for it's not we don't have to get into it today. It's not a big deal. All right, let's talk about B90. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to pull up my tweets. Of course, Twitter app is annoying because if you minimize it, it like doesn't keep your place.
Yeah, it starts over. I know. Tell me about it. I've had the same issue with Twitter for years. They suck.
Yeah, so let's see. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to go to my beginning of my tweets. Um, okay, so I said, let me turn on this shit show literally because we knew it was going to happen because TLC, did a promo video that went viral. Um, but let's just go to the order of like how chronologically on the show. Um, so Elise's new guy, he's a yacht broker, but he can't afford to rent a room in his apartment alone. But like, were you getting like gaydar vibes between the two dudes or whatever?
So yeah, my gaydar was going off to the point where it was like causing an earthquake. Like
Mhm.
they're definitely banging each other. And I'm really confused.
No, I think it's different because it's just like a lot of like Australia, New Zealand, British, they're all like metrosexuals.
That's not the thing that I was getting though, Gina. It wasn't the metrosexual because I'm a metrosexual. I'm so metro. I get pedicures and manicures. Bay has me doing all that. I do
Well,
my
you have to for your OnlyFans.
Well, yeah, but like I'm very metrosexual. They're gay. Okay, like
Mhm.
they're definitely banging each other. Like there's a difference between taking care of yourself and moisturizing your face and banging dudes. They're gay. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the fact that he's meeting a girl is really
Mhm.
odd for me because I was like, I mean,
Yeah,
he's bi and they want to have like a threesome
like
to bring like a girl into their relationship. I don't know what's going on.
no, I'm on the same page as you. Like, I think they want to, have a threesome with Elise, and I think they want both of their like private part to the two guys' private parts to touch. Let's just say.
Well, that's definitely part of it. Or they are like high school boyfriends and they never experienced a girl and they're like, well, let's do it together. I don't know what the situation is, but I'm pretty sure they're dating. Like the fact that he was at the airport when he was picking her up, I was like, this is the weirdest thing I've ever experienced in my life. No one has really ever brought someone to the airport to pick someone up like that they're meeting. That's like I don't know. I don't want to say it's the first time it ever happened, but it's
Yeah, and then at one point they were like walking in the parking lot, and then they did it for a second, but they held hands for like a second.
they also held hands in the car.
Mhm.
I noticed everything, okay? But before they even started getting sus, I already felt that my gaydar was like nudging me, like, yo, this is something going on right here.
Well, and then also if he's like a yacht broker, like sailors are known for being a little gay.
Well, yeah, you know the memes about the Navy.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
I don't know why two gay men are on a show to date a woman. Like I have questions, and I don't know if we're gonna get much out of this because we know that her storyline kind of blows up before it starts. Oh yeah, and then someone said, "What about the guy who hung a picture of himself in Joshua's bedroom?" Again, that's weird,
That's weird.
but that's not the question that I had because neither one of them can afford their own place, but they can afford to have life size portraits blown up to hang in Airbnbs. Like that was my
Mhm.
whole thing. Because I was like, you can't pay rent, but you can have a whole fucking portrait of yourself blown up to hang over your friend's bed. What the fuck?
Yeah, those are some wacky, allegedly gay priorities.
Well, yeah. And the fact that he hung it over his bed, like the whole thing. And bromance is one thing. This was a little deeper.
Like that's something I would expect like Tim to do is to blow up a picture of himself and put it in his bedroom or something.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I have pictures of myself on my refrigerator. I'm very vain. I have pictures of myself all over the place. And I have pictures of the bay over my bed too. But like, why not? That's my woman. I'm gonna have a picture over my bed. But like,
Well, yeah, that's
blow
different. Not of yourself.
well, I have a picture of myself over my bed too. Like I said,
Well, someone self-centered.
I'm a little vain. I'm a little vain. But this is what I'm saying. It was a picture of him to hang over his bro's bed.
Hmm.
Like, so when he's doing whatever he's doing in the bed, he's looking up at you like that. That's a little deeper for me.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably one underlying reason the like quote unquote relationship blows up immediately on the show. It's like not just the finances or the living arrangement, it's a living arrangement with the other dude.
Well, I guess the real fight starts on a future episode because apparently he's living with an ex-girlfriend, which
Mhm.
also, now that I've seen him and Chris interact, that's even more shocking. I was like, so you were dating a girl before this dude or during? Like, I had questions then because I was like, so are you bi? Like, what's going on?
Mhm. Maybe he's on like the Lisa scale, like he switches back and forth.
Or maybe he banged whoever is paying his rent.
Yeah, maybe he's hobosexual.
Yeah,
Hmm.
he's homosexual because I was like, he does live with his mom and he does share an apartment with a bunch of dudes. I was like, maybe he's always short on the rent, so he just loans his ass out to the dudes every month so he can stay there for free.
I guess so. So what else? Oh, and then did you see Elise's friend Yulia who looked like Timu Yara?
Yeah, I did see that. I did. I'm surprised that Elise has friends, but good for her.
Uh,
That shocked me a little bit.
Like I looked up her Instagram and like she has like 100,000 followers and she's like a yogi,
Wait, what's a yogi? I'm
like
sorry.
a yoga instructor chick.
Instructor.
I've never heard that term before. But 100,000 followers?
Yeah.
That's kind of impressive.
Yeah, she's a hot Miami yogi. So yeah, she's like 100,000 followers on Instagram.
Oh, so she's from Miami. She's a yoga instructor. I mean, I feel like to live in Miami, you have to be really, really beautiful. Like, no matter what you do, even if you're a waiter, you just have to be a beautiful person because there's so many beautiful, in shape, hot people in Miami. And if you ever want to stand out, you're going to have to be special and you got to be hot. So I feel like living there, you're automatically going to have like 50,000 followers because you're so hot.
Yeah, well, also just being on Instagram, like it's like a magnet for likes to be a hot chick.
Yeah, it's so unfair how many likes a hot chick's
Mhm.
photo gets versus a guy's photo. Like it's just unfair.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like they don't even have to try. No hashtags, no nothing. It's just gonna get liked.
Yeah, like I follow this one chick and then I don't know anything about her, but like anyway, like I think I don't know if she's an OF chick or something, but like I saw she posted like a pole dancing video and but it was like very expertly done pole dancing and I was like, "Oh yeah, she's a stripper for sure," because like her pole dancing skills were like 10 out of 10. And then I was like, "You know what? She just posted this video like 30 minutes ago." And then I went like an hour later, I checked and I like I already had like 900 likes. I was like, "Okay, well, this person's like clouded to the teeth, so never mind."
I mean, sometimes being clouded just matters if you have a vagina or not. And
Hmm.
it's unfair. Like it's so
Yeah,
unfair because
very true.
you don't even have to be talented or whatever. If you're a girl and you're hot, you're just clouded. You don't even have to be able to sing. Like look at Britney Spears. She couldn't sing for her whole career. It didn't stop anyone from making her the most successful quote unquote singer out there at the time. Like it's just unfair. But if a dude goes out there and tries to do what she did, he would never make it past the first single.
And then then there was the whole thing with like lease with the visa, but then they made it seem like a huge deal. I guess she put her first name under her last name or her last name under her first name.
How dumb is this chick to like get the application wrong?
Well, Gina, did you expect her to be a genius?
Well, no, but the application is in English. If it was in another language, okay, fine, but
Like
it's in English. You
and
have to follow the information that's on your passport.
then I was trying to figure out if she missed because we're all like grammar sticklers, but I was trying to figure out if she misused the word oxymoron or not, but I'm not 100% sure.
What
Probably.
what
She
was
doesn't even know the definition of it.
the context was she was like, "You're dressed really nice, and I'm dressed not really nice." I don't think that's what an oxymoron is. You know,
Yeah, oxymoron is like jumbo shrimp.
hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Um, a good definition that we can sound all smart. A figure of speech in which apparently contradictory terms appear in conjunction. Example: Faith unfaithfully kept him falsely true. Well, that's not an example. Hold on,
Well, jumbo shrimp is an example of an oxymoron.
is it?
Yeah, I got an A in college English. Trust
Yeah,
me.
I see it. Defeating style, Jumbo Shrimp. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say she did not use it correctly because she was just basically saying you're dressed in a suit and I'm dressed like I just got off the airplane. I don't think that's an oxymoron. I think that's just I
Yeah, I
read.
think it's just a contradiction or something.
Well, right. It's
Why
just
would you dress like that in an airplane? It's fucking cold in an airplane. I look like I just want to like curl up and not and drink wine and fall asleep. Why in the hell would you dress up like that?
well, I like today. I was on a plane today, and I flew into somewhere. It was 80 or no, it was 90 degrees where I was flying into. But I had a hoodie on and a beanie cap on the plane because it's so cold. So Gina, you're right.
Right?
Elise doesn't wear bras either, so her nipples were just making appearances all over that flight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Showing off.
Was she wearing underwear on the plane or
Probably not.
Probably not.
I'm gonna assume that Elise owns one or two pair of underwear, like total. Like because she probably just leaves them at the dudes' houses where she's at. 'Cause,
mm.
It's her calling card. It's a calling card for her.
Oh,
not
by the way, I gotta quickly lecture like our super listener Heather Blonde because she does that thing. I always complain about it, like because well, Gina knows, and well, George knows too. But like by the time I'm doing tweets and shit, like I don't watch live. I always like drag behind like 10, 20, 30 minutes behind a live show, and then people start like texting me like live commentary as it's happening. But I'm like 10 minutes, 20 minutes behind. And I'm like, don't fucking spoil it. I'm 20 minutes behind. So Heather, don't text me live commentary while the show's on. Thank you.
20 or 30, more like an hour later.
sometimes you finish the show like sometimes Shabooty finishes the show 2 full business days later. Like honestly, it's like a
Yeah.
long weekend. Like he
Mhm.
literally finishes the show like 2 business days later. Because I was like, I'll go to the
Yeah.
group chat and I'll try to say something. He'll be like, "Don't be texting this group chat about the show. I ain't finished it." And I'm like,
Yeah.
I've already watched 3 shows after it. Like, what are you doing?
I think my record was one time I didn't finish till like 1 a.m. or something.
Yeah, and
It
when I
took you like 4 hours. You're like,
I
that
wa-
was the last long weekend.
that's
You're
what I'm
just
saying.
like,
I had already watched like 2 additional shows, ate a snack, called Bay on FaceTime, and then went late into bed, and he was still watching the same fucking show.
True. So anyway, yeah, that was Heather thing. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, we're talking about Elise. About her. Let's see about her panties. Let me see if I had any more Elise tweets. Oh yeah, where yeah, I said we have to remind ourselves that Elise is from Hunt for Love, not Hunt for Brains, because the guy told me that I put my first name as my last name when applying for the visa, so it didn't match my passport. Um, anyway, I think those were all my Elise tweets. So let's see. I guess we should go into Lisa and David. Daniel, I mean, not
And
David.
Daniel, yeah.
My bad.
Lisa and Daniel's relationship kind of blew up in more ways than one. So she had explosive diarrhea, first of all. And so I had to ask this because I was online and I was like, is that a normal thing? Do people like have explosive diarrhea in their sleep? So I was looking online and apparently this is like a condition that people can have where you have explosive diarrhea in your sleep.
but did you ask in what age bracket this can happen?
It's much older, like older people.
Yeah,
Elder.
exactly. Like elderly,
Mhm.
like really old, like in their 90s, that they
Well,
can't
yeah, it's
control
in
their
their bowel.
bladder.
Yeah, because I was like, I've never been in a situation where I shit in my bed or thought I was gonna. I mean,
Mhm.
you eat some really crazy food and you're like not in close proximity to the bathroom. In the back of your mind, you're like, this could be
Mhm.
a situation, but it's never happened. So the fact that she shit on him is just crazy. And and another thing that came to my mind when I was watching, I was like, if I shit on someone, right? And that person and I are the only people who knew, I would pay them the largest sum of money in the world to take it to the grave. I would
Mhm.
never like either that or they would have to be killed. Like you can't walk around and have that information on me because that was ruining me. So like the fact that she went on TV and just told the whole world that she shit not only in the bed but on this man is insanity to me because I would have paid $1 million to for anyone who knew about it to never speak of it again. I literally would.
Yeah, like people were saying, like I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous podcast, but oh yeah, we might have. But anyway, yeah, people were saying like you have to waterboard it out of me, and like yeah, I would take that to my grave.
Well, that's
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, waterboarding, or you'd have to start cutting off my fingers one by one with like one of those, what do you call those things that you cut, whatever those are.
Like a cigar cutter? No.
Yeah, like that's how you would get it out of me. By like the third finger you cut
a
off,
chainsaw. Yeah, no,
I might take.
no.
Mhm. So yeah, then let's see, at some point they have multiple like well yeah, there was a shitting thing and then there was like um let's see. So then there was like when she says that she was still married, so then he goes, so I've been sleeping with another man's wife, even though we found out it's like a woman, but and then I tweeted, I said that awkward moment when you realize another man's wife pooped on you, but he didn't still but she still didn't tell him it was a lesbian, not a man.
Yeah, he kind of got up and stormed away before she could finish telling, what the situation was. So I know the producers are gonna force it out of him or out of her. She's got to tell him because, in order to be on the show, you got to have a big secret that you reveal. So he's probably not gonna care at this point. He's just trying to, not be around. I mean, she shit on him for God's sake. He's trying to not be around.
And then he was like eating like a chocolate bar during that
But
conversation
yeah,
too.
That's a whole thing in itself. Like to be eating in that situation is just
Mhm.
crazy, right? Like, because I remember back in the day, my sister had babies early on, and I would change diapers for her. And like within like a 45-minute span of after changing a shit diaper, I couldn't eat or drink because I was just grossed out. So the fact that he was eating a chocolate bar during that situation is just crazy to me.
Yeah, but then anyway, yeah, like as you were saying, she when she was kind of admitting it, she was almost like relishing the attention, like she liked all the attention she was getting as she was saying, talking about her accident.
Well, yeah, she kind of proudly told the story. Like,
Hmm.
how back in the day they used to do an interview, and if the person didn't want their identity to be withheld, you could see like a silhouette shadow of them.
Hmm.
You could hear their voice, but it was dark, and it'll say like identity withheld. That's the only way I would have told that story.
not even they not no no no
Like
no
I
no.
like based on her wigs, I know she likes to beautify herself, but based on her shitting, it's giving more like butch lesbian vibes to me.
Yeah, yeah. Her wigs are such a catfish, by the way. Like, 'cause she looks nothing like that in real life. And I know, wigs are acceptable to use, but the fact that she puts them on and kind of turns into a different person, and then you might wake up in the middle of the night and look over and not know who's laying next to you is crazy.
Yeah, but I feel like the producers they're going to be fans of her based on all the attention she got for Shitgate 2026.
I mean, yeah, well, a lot of people online were like, "Oh, this is." She probably knew that she'll never film again, so she put it all out there. I don't know, y'all. Like, honestly, I think that she's been entertaining enough that we probably will see her again.
Hmm.
I think that she's solidified her. She's kind of like a Jasmine, just not as pretty. Like she's out there. She has no boundaries, no morals. She'll do or say anything.
Well, Shabooty said last Friday that she was a female version of Lauren Allen.
Oh, that's a good metaphor. That's actually really good. She kind
That's a good oxymoron. Just kidding.
Yeah, that's exactly what Elise would call it.
Yeah.
An oxymoron. But yeah, it's true. Unhinged, moralless, and down for the count. Like down for whatever, say anything to get anybody's attention. Kind of like a Jasmine, a Lauren. Anything that comes out of their mouth, you're gonna be shocked. But yeah, I think we're gonna see her again. She's obviously gonna be single after this season, so we might
Mhm.
actually watch her shit on someone else on a future season.
True. And then at one point Daniel he goes like, I was shocked that she was lying to me because white people tells the truth. And then I think I tweeted Pennsylvania hicks that live in tents definitely don't.
Well, that was such a weird statement for me because he thinks that your race bases
Mhm.
whether or not you're an honest person or not.
Defines you, and that's not
Right.
it.
And we're pretty racist in the US. We have a lot of weird things that we put on different races for, ignorant reasons. We've
Mhm.
never once said that one race is honest because we know enough to know that everybody lies.
I
So,
mean, and that's not even like a stereotype that white people tell the truth. Like that's not even a
no.
stereotype.
Yeah, so I was like, is that something that they be thinking over there in Nigeria that white people always tell the truth? Like, have they ever met like a politician? Like
Have they opened a history book?
right, like that was
Hmm.
I was like, who's teaching them that over there? Because that is crazy. First of all, everybody lies. Second of all, you can't just base it because he's like, oh, white people always tell the truth. I was like, bro, watch our like news for like 15 minutes. Like that's
Hmm.
all you need. Like 15 minutes. It doesn't even matter what city the news is. Just watch the news from any city in any state in any place in the US and come back to me and let me know what you think.
Yeah, watch any presidential briefing.
Right? Anything on CNN, right? Just anything on CNN, and then just let me know what you.
CNN, Fox News, and then report back.
Hmm. So yeah, that was a shock. Somebody replied. I think I did an Instagram story about it, but somebody replied like she's not even like maybe she lives there now, but like somebody said, "Hey, she's not really from Pennsylvania. She's from Kentucky." And I
Wait,
bel
really?
huh? That's what somebody tweeted, and I'm going with it because I'm not saying she doesn't live in Pennsylvania now, but I feel like that makes sense if she actually grew up in Kentucky based on
It
her weird
makes
accent.
complete sense. Yeah, it makes complete sense.
Because a lot of people were asking where she got that accent because it didn't go, with where she lived. And I mean, I've lived in several states.
Hmm.
I grew up in Louisiana, but if people ask me where I'm from, I might say the state that I currently live in. So it is possible that she just said, the state that she currently lived in.
Hmm. Um, and then I'm jumping to a different couple. There was the whole Aviva and Stig thing. First of all, Gina, well, I don't know who wants to put this in your like Google search history, but I'm curious what's in the ingredients of a drink called Panty Ripper.
I
I'll do it.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. Just in case anybody or I use this
Mm,
computer sometimes for work and Bay might
yeah.
look at it, so no.
Sure, yeah, well, Gina, you look it up because you're a researcher. But yeah, anyway, they had the drink called the Panty Ripper. And then, do you believe that Stig was hooking up with that one chick like a month ago or whatever it was?
Yes. Hell yes. Hell yes.
Yeah, I actually would believe that over like you calling me and saying that you saw an alien in the sky. Like, absolutely. Stig is definitely in multiple relationships because he's a rapper. And I think I said this right when they first premiered. I was like, he's a rapper. The only thing rappers don't want is to settle down. They want to fuck everyone. So the fact that he was sitting here trying to sell to us that he wanted to settle down and have a baby, I was like, there's something else going on. There's an ulterior motive. Maybe he thinks the baby will increase the speed of the visa approval. Like there's
Hmm.
something else going on because no rapper has ever in a rap. Listen to any rap song ever. I guarantee you, there's no rapper that said I can't wait to get married. That's just not something
Okay.
they do.
I found the recipe of the panty ripper, but I've had something similar before and it was called something else. It has 1.5 ounce of coconut rum, 2 to 4 ounces of pineapple juice, one splash of grenadine, ice cubes, and a Marciano cherry.
That
Oh,
actually.
you know what it sounds like? This drink that I was my because I it was one of my favorite drinks for a while. It was called the Painkiller.
Mine was called I'll say it, it was called a juicy pussy and it had vodka and peach snaps as well as Malibu, pineapple juice, orange juice, and a splash of cranberry.
Wow,
True.
that's so risque of you to drink because you're kind of like a square. So that's so cool.
This was in my 20s. Shabooty let us go off topic last Friday. It was great.
Wow, I'm impressed. Gina was drinking a juicy pussy. I am so impressed. I'm so impressed right now.
True. I was gonna make a tweet about that when I was like, they must have ran out of their ingredients for a pill Cosby, but I didn't want to go there.
Yeah, I did see
Yeah.
back in the news, so it's a little sensitive right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I save my crass jokes for the podcast now.
Yeah, just so there's no like paper trail, right?
Yeah, it's harder to like you can't. It's hard to get viral. You make a goofy joke on the podcast, no one gives a fuck. But if you do a tweet or Instagram, then people can screenshot it and share it and stuff.
Yeah, it never goes away. And the crazy thing is, for every 100 people that listen to the podcast, 10,000 people look at your tweet. So,
So anyway, okay, as far as my analysis on the whole Stig and the other chick thing, I mean, yeah, I think he was banging her, but obviously, like, she didn't look that attractive. So I think it was just more of like someone to bang, not like feel. There was no feelings there though.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm fully on board with that theory. I think that he bangs lots of girls, and I go
Hmm.
back to the Jersey Shore, Gina, the grenade. Sometimes you go to the shows, right? He does shows, and sometimes the hottest girl in that region is basically a grenade, and he's still gonna bang her, But that's not his main chick. He wouldn't take her anywhere. He wouldn't show her off to anybody.
It's the side hoe.
The
It's the
side,
side hoe.
and when you
Mhm.
slap her,
Wh-
there's always a girl
Wait,
shooting
what
outside
does
the bus.
the ludicrous song I got hoes in different area codes?
Well,
Yeah, I'm familiar.
there's always a girl waiting outside by the bus after the show, and she's DTF. And
Mhm.
that's probably where this girl came from. She was waiting outside and she was DTF. And oh, but I wanted to bring up a theory because I was thinking about it because I was like, usually when there's proof that someone is cheating, we didn't even get a FaceTime from the girl, right? We already knew what she looked like, so she was fine putting her face on TV. But when the friend was calling her to spill the tea, there was no FaceTime. It was like an audio call. Did anybody else find that to be suspicious? Like,
Yeah,
why wouldn't she at least FaceTime or even show up? They all live on the same fucking island. Why wouldn't she
oh,
just show up?
but why didn't she also provide like a paper trail of receipts?
Yeah, that I mean, I'm not trying to like be a team Stig, but
Neither am I.
it is interesting that all she provided was the caption to the photo, right? Like
Mhm.
if you're banging somebody, y'all are going on trips together, y'all are in a so-called relationship, is what she was saying. You would have more than like one screenshot. So I'm not saying that Stig might be telling the truth, but there wasn't enough there was just circumstantial evidence for me.
I I think he's telling the truth about this chick, but as for other ones, I don't think he's telling
Mhm.
the truth.
Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I think he is banging other people. But yeah, that was weird for me because, back in the day, whenever somebody has proof, usually the girl wants to show up. She wants to be,
Mhm.
she wants to confront you, she wants to tell her side. This girl wouldn't even go on FaceTime because a lot of people on Twitter were like, there's nobody on the other end of that phone. This is all fake. The producers are making it up. And I was like, I can't dispute that. I mean, because there's not even a FaceTime call. There might not be anybody on the other end of that phone.
Yeah, it annoyed. I forget what it was or who it was, but there was one. I know we've talked about it in the past, but it was like some previous season where some ex was supposed to show up and then they never did, and they kept teasing it or something.
Kobe's ex.
Wasn't that?
Yeah, Kobe's
Oh,
ex.
I was gonna say Tyree too. He was catfished.
Oh,
Yeah.
but Kobe, it was Emily was waiting
Yeah,
to meet with Kobe's ex because she wanted to find out. I don't remember the situation. People were talking shit about Kobe and said that he was a player. So I don't remember what happened, but she wanted to talk to the ex to get the information.
I
When
I think she wanted to find out when the last time that they were together because they were together in somewhere in Asia, like
Mhm.
Kobe and her. That's why.
Oh, okay, yeah, and she never showed up, which was also
Mhm.
kind of questionable too. Like that's weird. You're gonna be on TV. Why not show up?
True. Were there any couples that we haven't talked about from B90?
I think Forrest and his mom
Oh,
Colleen
yeah.
were on, and it was basically just his mom saying that she was upset that he made his own decisions and he was gonna stay in the Philippines. Was it the Philippines?
Yes.
Yeah, in the Philippines with Sheena, and I don't know, Forrest kind of grew a pair of balls, and he was just like, "I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, bitch." Like I was like,
Yeah.
"Good for
Yep.
you." I was like, "You're a grown man. Don't let this woman talk to you crazy." And Sheena kind of did too. Sheena was like, "We're gonna do this," and I was like, "Good for y'all standing up to this bully," because that's all she is. His mom is a bully, and I'm just happy to see that he basically was like, "You're gonna be a part of my life if you act right," And I was like, "That's how you gotta
hmm
like that.
He
You
grew
gotta."
a pair of balls. He grew a
Yeah, he
pair of
grew a back. He
balls.
grew a backbone. Yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't. He definitely didn't have one. He was letting his mom control his life. I think that's probably why he is like a 40-year-old virgin. I don't think it's because he doesn't have any game. I think his mom has been cock blocking him his whole fucking life. I think that's what's been happening.
Yeah, the mom has been infantilizing him.
Yeah, I think he could have got some pussy much earlier in life. I think his mom has just been anti pussying him. Like everything that he tries to do, she goes and ruins it for him. So good for him. He was like,
Yeah,
you know what?
the mom is like pussy retardant.
Yeah, she's
hmm
pussy repellent. And
Mhm.
he saw that Sheena's not the problem. It's my damn mama. He figured it out.
Yeah, he realized like when they got away from the mom and like had some alone time, Sheena was probably all over him. But then as soon as they were hanging out with the mom, Sheena was all dried up again.
Well, yeah, because
Like a prune.
that's what happens when you're a boy and you're hanging around your mama. Her pussy gonna dry all the way up. The women don't like that. They want to be your mama, not your actual mama.
True. Do we any other bases we haven't touched on B90? I don't know.
Oh, you know who else
Yeah.
is on that I didn't even think about? Rick and Trisha.
Oh, I totally forgot about them too.
I
Yeah.
forgot completely. I mean, nothing happened, but it's
Mhm.
sad though because she gave Rick a second chance, which
Wh-
he deserved. So yeah.
Why? Like now I'm questioning her motives of like, okay, you give him a second chance. He's cheated on you. Why? Like, you're such a beautiful woman. I'm like, wait, hold on a second. I know why. You want to come to America. That's why. I'm sorry, Trish. I loved you, but now you're giving me a ick vibe.
Well,
Mm.
she said that she forgave him because she had already fell in love with him, so she didn't, you
What
know.
love got to do with it?
Well, I think the actual definition of that statement is I'm really far deep in, and I would just like to get this K1 visa application started.
There you go.
She's like, if I gotta start over, I gotta find another sucker. I gotta start all over. She's like, we're so close to the application
Mhm.
process, right? So she was like, I'm not gonna do nothing right now. At this point, I'm gonna sit here and wait it out.
But by the way, yeah, I don't really have much to add on the Trish thing, but I think Pineapple Girl, I think this is about Lisa. It says, did y'all hear that? Let me say allegedly. Did y'all hear that she now says she also had malaria and she was also bleeding? She's so gross.
Yeah, I saw that on Instagram today at the airport.
Mhm.
Said that she had malaria. She was suffering from malaria while she was in Nigeria. And Gina,
Wait,
sorry,
hold on a second. Why wouldn't she get shots and stuff like that prior to leaving the country?
Usually you do.
because this is Lisa, and I don't that she's working with a full deck of cards. Lisa and Elise, like Elise didn't think to put her last name and first name in the right box. I think Lisa's in the same.
Well, oh, okay. How about this? Like, let me say allegedly. How about this theory? What, and this is just like me being goofy, but like, meaning I'm serious. But what if Daniel, with his BBC, put it in the back door and then it made so she couldn't poop, like she couldn't hold her poop in?
That's what I thought too for when I was watching it. And I'd be like, nah, this woman needs the pens. She has like bowel problems. She needs to go see a doctor. I said in our group chat she gave her own version of a dirty Sanchez to him.
Oh no, you might be onto something. Maybe he stretched her ass out, and,
Hmm.
and the door was just open. You might be onto something. You know what? I don't
That
know.
that happened. That happens on like porn sets, I think.
Right. So I was like, I don't know, man. You might be onto something. Maybe she never had nothing big up there, and then the door was just open for the night. Right.
Yeah, it was just flapping in the wind because the got knocked off the hinges.
Yeah, it needed to be repaired. So that night it was just wide open. It was swinging in the wind. So it is what it is.
Yeah, so that's another theory. But yeah, as far as sorry, back to like Trish and whatever, the Rick or whatever. Yeah, it's annoying. He always has like those puppy dog eyes on his face, but he just comes across kind of like creepy or douchey.
Well, I don't know. A lot of people really don't like him, and they say that he gives them the ick. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't get anything from him. He definitely seems a little weird. But I don't know. A lot of people just say he's just icky in general. So, Gina, do you agree? Do you think he's icky?
Yeah, yeah, because oh no, like you bring all the situations that has happened, he's been the center of it. From bringing a trash bag, like to
Hmm.
cover the mattress, to playing like making up all these fights. So like the bathing suit, he wasn't paying shit for her. I'd be like, hell no. And then to top it off, to say, oh yeah, I went to Colombia and slept with my ex. I'd be like,
Hmm. Like
bye.
a like Gina, who gives you more of the ick? Rick or like Luke that do those with Madeline or whatever?
Oh, damn. I'm gonna have to say Rick. And the only reason why I say that is just because of his actions, like from the garbage bag,
Hmm.
mattress cover, just the different things. At least like Luke he liked the abuse. Like he liked the abuse.
Hmm.
Oh, that's so weird. I feel like Luke is way more icky than um Rick.
I don't know because you can control Luke. You can be like jump and he'll be like how high. Not that I'm a controlling person, but it was just be like okay, like he's gonna buy me what I want. Like if I say buy me a $5 bikini, he's not gonna make a big deal out of it.
Well, Luke looks like the kind of guy that will wear a dog collar and let a woman walk him in the park.
Yeah.
He would totally do that.
Yeah, and Rick's the guy that would just buy the girl the dog outfit or something.
Right.
Yeah, Luke is submissive.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I agree with you actually.
Yeah, Rick is the one that'll like he'll buy you a fancy gift, but he'll be like, "All right, now that I bought you a nice gift, I want you to do these like sexual acts with me or whatever."
Yeah, I
No, he
yeah.
would buy the gift, tell her to post pictures, and then return the gift.
Oh, that does seem like him actually.
I don't know. And yeah, and next Friday we'll talk about Luke's new chick or whatever.
His new flavor of the month.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about it. I
Mm.
saw that. So yeah, that'll be a fun topic.
True. I think since it's already like it's past 11, well, it's 11:13 and on a school night, I want to save like single life for like Friday, I guess.
Oh, there
Yeah,
wasn't much to it anyways, so you know.
Yeah.
yeah, and I have a lot of things to do, so I have to go to bed like a normal person tonight. So yeah.
Do you have to pack?
Not tonight, but tomorrow. I leave
Oh my God.
a day, one day. But yeah. I just got home, by the way. But I'm leaving again. So yeah, it is what it is.
True. All right, let me just see what's up in the live chat. Rick would buy the dog costume from Sheen. Um, Luke, yes, yeah, Luke likes being abused. Rick for sure. Luke can be controlled. Um, yeah, he has the nerve to say, look in my eyes. I will never cheat on you." That's about Rick, obviously. Uh, I think about oh yeah, somebody. This is about Lisa. She couldn't even get divorced. The fuck, she's gonna go get shots.
See, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like you're expecting too much pre-planning from somebody who doesn't pre. Yeah,
Like yeah, like Lisa, yeah, she doesn't seem like the type that has her shit together. But you'd think somebody that doesn't have their shit
No pun
together.
intended.
Well,
No
I
pun
didn't even,
intended.
I didn't even mean to do the pun, but yeah. uh, anyway, let me just get my thought out. But that, I wasn't even trying to be funny. But yeah, someone that doesn't have her shit together, no pun intended and pun intended. But like, you would think somebody that doesn't have their stuff together, like they wouldn't be married like 5 times because that's like a lot of paperwork and like legalese and shit. You would think at some point they'd say, maybe I don't want to get married that many times.
yeah, you could easily be with somebody and not get married. So yeah, I agree. That's a lot of work. And she's been I think separated for like 8 years and not divorced. It just shows that she's lazy with getting.
9 years.
Oh,
Hmm.
9 years. So yeah, she's very lazy with getting work done and paperwork done. So yeah, you would think.
Because it costs money. She don't have money. She's been giving it to frickin' Daniel.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, you would.
And then the irony is she's from like King of Prussia, and then Larry King was known for having several, like 5 or 6 marriages himself.
Yeah,
Get it?
yeah. I
Mm,
do.
Anyway, all right, let's do just some shout outs on who's listening live before we end it, which would be Amberlee, Colleen, DayB, Iggy, Marley, Iggy, who's a freak. No, I'm kidding. Lana, Pineapple Girl, Sherry, and Sophia.
Thank you guys. We love y'all.
All
Y'all,
right.
Lana said crazy 5 times. Yeah, she was working on the sixth time, Lana. That's what we were watching tonight.
True. So we'll see if Daniel gets fully scared away. We'll see. He's definitely trying to earn his green card or whatever, his visa.
hmm
I mean, he got shit on and he didn't walk away. So I'm gonna say that maybe this isn't gonna make him walk away because you shit on me, I'm walking away, and he still.
He's putting in the ultimate sacrifice for the village, yo.
I get the MVP of 90 Day Fiance green card holders because I think
Mm,
nobody has been this dedicated and put in the work. No one has been shit on, right? Like
mm.
literally, like you've been shit on like emotionally, but not like literally.
Yeah. Isn't there a thing now with like you could pay like $1 million and you get like a Trump card and it's kind of and then you get I don't know if that's like to bring people here or if you're here and you want to get citizenship, but there's some kind of thing where you pay $1 million and get a Trump card or some shit for your like to
Okay,
stay
so
here.
let's research that because I didn't know anything about it, so we can talk about it Friday because I didn't
Okay,
know.
well we'll talk about it Friday, but yeah, there's something where you pay like $1 million to get like a Trump card and it helps with like being here legally or something.
Interesting.
So I was going to
I
say
will be looking that up.
Yeah,
some,
we'll get more info and talk about that.
yeah. So anyway, if somebody's super rich, go buy that for Daniel. He deserves it after being shit on.
He does. If anybody deserves citizenship, that man deserves it. Go get him. Bring him here.
True. All right, I guess I'm gonna end it. Yeah, yeah. Amberlee says, "Yep, the golden citizenship," but we'll talk about it. It's a whole nother topic, so we'll save it for Friday.
Yeah.
Um, anyway. Oh, final thought. Lana says that big eggplant put a hole in her ass.
See, that's the theory. I didn't think about well when you
Just
said it.
widen it. It just widened the hole.
Well, it stretched it out, and you know what they say about acids? They're stretched out for hours at a time before they like tighten back up. So that
Mhm.
explains the shitting. That explains everything.
True. All right. Well,
Yeah, here
on that note, I guess I'll end it, which is thank you everybody for listening to 90 Fiance Fridays. Anna,
On a
uh,
Monday.
on a Monday.
peace out.
Peace out,
Good
everybody.
night.